Hello, my name is Maria Fernanda, and I'm the host of IO Scholarship Superheroes podcast.
Easy, easy, so easy.
This podcast is only a 10-minute podcast that highlights the best kept secret of IO scholars, job recruiters, and community influencers. And most importantly, we want to provide you financial resources to go to college debt-free and become financially savvy. Hola, and welcome to another episode of IO Scholarship Podcast. I'm your host, Maria Fernanda, and today we have an inspiring guest whose journey is empowering Latino and Latina students in STEM across the nation. Today's guest is Ashley Prado, a powerhouse Latina and first-generation college student making big moves in STEM. She's an honors student at Florida International University, pursuing computer science and data science and AI, and she serves as the vice president of the Society of Women Engineers. And she's a senator for the College of Engineering too. So Ashley's also returning Microsoft Software Engineer Intern and the founder of Immigrant Student Center, a UN Millennial Fellow, a Silver Knight Award winner, and a passionate advocate for women in STEM. Thank you, Ashley, for joining our IO Scholarship Superhero podcast.
Hi, Maria Fernanda. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, Ashley, as a proud Latina and first-generation student in STEM, what inspired you to choose a career in STEM? And most importantly, what has keep you motivated to continue in this amazing field?
Yes, well, if I can be honest, I never saw myself as someone that could find any space in the technology field. I remember that I was a really creative girl. I love to paint, I love to draw, I love to solve problems. So when I saw that I had that part of me, I also knew that I needed to help people. That was my purpose. So when I saw that technology was the perfect way of merging those two together, it was a space where I was allowed to be creative, to put my best thing forward, and also being able to help my community. That's what allowed me to see that that was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And everything started with a simple website in my high school and to help immigrant students like myself to see more about the educational system here in the United States. And that's when I realized that that's technology. Technology is a way of bridging gaps. It's a way of connecting people all around the world. And I will say that the thing that keeps me motivated is see the impact that you can have in someone else's life. Like when someone reached to me and sent me a message like, oh my God, Ashley, I got this scholarship, or oh my God, Ashley, they accept me at this university. Those are the kind of things that allow you to see that what you are doing is really having an impact. Really, if you put yourself out there, if you reach out, if you connect with people, you can really impact their lives. And that's what keeps me motivated, is what keeps me going.
And it's very interesting your background because you're a first generation Latina student in STEM in your family. So tell me about like how culture and your family background also shape your career.
Yes, of course. When I will say that my family have shaped my career because of the resilience that, for example, my mom has shown me. My mom is the most hardworking, most inspiring woman in my life. And it's thanks to her that I have the values that I have to be disciplined, to wake up every day and to work for the things that I want to obtain. But I will say that it has been a lonely journey as well. It has been tough, and I understand what it feels to be a first generation student because sometimes you don't have someone that you can ask for, maybe in your close family, or maybe there is things that you don't know how to approach. So I do understand that it's a journey that takes a lot of courage and it can get really lonely. And really what has helped me a lot is relied in my people, relied in my family, relied in the people around me, relied in the community in my college, relied in scholarships and organizations like yours, because those are the places where you are going to find people that are willing to help you out, people that understand your struggles, that understand your passions, and that are going to give their best to help you in your journey as well.
That is so powerful what you said. Is key the community, is key to have family that support you and believe in you, because unfortunately, as you're aware, being the vice president of the Society of Women Engineering, Latinas and Latinos in STEM represent a really small number overall. If you think here in Silicon Valley, only 3% of Latinos are hired in companies in Silicon Valley, and we represent almost half of the population in California. So, what word of encouragement and what tip will you give to a student that they think, oh, there's a lot of misperception in our community that, I don't feel smart enough to pursue this career. I don't have enough money to pursue a career in STEM. I don't know where to start. So, which kind of recommendations will you provide to a student that is unsure to pursue this field? That is, the highest paying jobs in the markets are in the STEM industry. So what advice will you give her? Because I'm sure that you went through a lot of obstacles and hassles to get to the place that you're in. So tell us a little bit more about your journey.
Yes, of course. I love this question because, as you said, I was there. I was that little girl that, for example, would be scared of raise their hand in class because I was insecure about my accent or the way that I talk or the way that I look. So I understand how difficult it can be to get into this world that you don't know about. And when you're an immigrant, you are immersing yourself in a completely new system. So I understand how overwhelming that can be and how difficult it can be sometimes to overcome these obstacles. But if I can have any piece of advice, firstly, it will say that you need to trust in yourself. You have a voice, you have gifts, you have value that nobody else is able to afford. You have a light inside of you that nobody else has, and you need to trust in yourself and believe in yourself that is possible. Because I'm also a first generation student, I also didn't know where to start, and I think that what helped me the most was asking for help. You need to feel comfortable being vulnerable, feel comfortable saying, I don't know that, but I want to learn it. I'm not sure how to get there, but I'm willing to try and I'm willing to ask questions to the people that are around me. Because even though we're a really low percentage, that percentage can grow. And I feel that is our mission to support each other and to tell these stories and to continue encouraging each other because that percentage is growing. And I feel that it's so wonderful when you see that there is other Latinos out there as well. And when you go to conference, when you meet other women and that were also scared of being like the only women in the room. But when you are able to reconnect with them, to have these conversations, you realize that you are not alone. You're not the only having those fears. You're not the only one having, for example, imposter syndrome. You are not alone in this journey, and I think that's the key thing to realize. It's hard, but there is people around you that are willing to help you. There is a community out there that are willing to help you and are waiting for you. So reach out. Don't be scared to connect with people. Don't be scared to ask questions. If there is a dream that you have, if there is a field that you are curious or you are passionate about exploring, don't be scared. Reach out because I feel that has completely shaped my journey. Looking for mentors in industry that I was passionate about. Looking for other people's journey that passionate me and then asking them questions, asking like, hey, can we have a 15-minute coffee chat and have a conversation? And also I will say, be authentic. Really connect with your purpose. Why do you want to pursue a career in STEM? Is it because you are really interested about solving complex problems maybe? Or is it because you want to have an impact in society? I think it's really important for us to have that like in our hearts and to know why are we pursuing this, because it's gonna be a tough journey. It's gonna be have a lot of like ups and downs. So it's our purpose and the reason why we're doing this, what it's gonna help you to keep yourself motivated and to help you keep going. So yes, I will say that's the piece of advice I will give.
Visit IO Scholarships, as we have access to thousands of STEM scholarships based on your unique ethnic background, waiting for you today. Some of them only require 2.5 GPA and no essay. Remember, the more you apply, the more chances you have to win. Apply today. Now, I'm very impressed also not only on your personal background but professional. You did an internship with Microsoft. So tell me, what did working at Microsoft teach you about the tech world, and how did what challenges did you face early on in your career?
Yes, of course. So working at Microsoft was one of the best experience that I have had in my professional career. I was able to meet so many amazing people, so many amazing engineers. And truly what surprised me was how open was everyone to help you out. They weren't treated me like, oh no, like an intern, you don't know. They were always so open to help me out. I will say like, hey, I have a question in this, and they were so willing to like stay with me, connected into a video call, help me troubleshoot, help me debug my code, help me find these solutions when I was stuck. And I feel that that's something, or maybe it can be a misconception and it can be scary when you are starting your career, is, oh my God, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not ready, maybe I don't have the skills. And I want to share a message, and it's that you don't have to feel like you are 100% ready, because you are enough with the skills that you have right now. And the other things, you're going to help them along the way. When you enter an internship, when you enter a big time or a big role, they're not expecting you for you to know everything. They're looking for you to be proactive, to know how to solve problems. And even if you don't have the answers to certain things, you are someone that are going to look for them, that are going to read through the documentation, are going to talk with people, and are going to find a way of solving that problem. But I will say that it happens a lot when you feel like, okay, maybe I don't have the knowledge yet, maybe I don't know how to do that. And I will say that it's also about being brave and just going for it. Apply for the things that scare you. If you see a role that interests you, but maybe you are like, oh, my resume is not ready, or maybe I'm not done yet, or I don't have that level yet, just apply, just try, because the growth that you can experience from that can be so huge. And it's just that we learn the most when we are exposed to situations what we haven't experienced before. When you are exposed to a new technology maybe, or to a problem that you haven't solved in the past. So I think those moments, even though they are the most scary ones, are also the ones that teach us the most. So don't be scared to say yes to those opportunities. Don't be scared to ask for help, because you're going to realize that in tech, everyone is really supportive. Everyone is there to help you out. And the people that is not, and because that also can happen, you just need to find your community. You just need to find the people that you find yourself comfortable talking to. Find the people that are there to support you, because they are out there, and our job is just to find them. So I will say that that's my main piece of advice for breaking into tech.
Well, that's very powerful what you said, because it's important to be resilient, as you said. That's key, but also it's important to ask for help, and as you said, to surround yourself with mentors, with a community that really support your dreams. And actually, I'm again very impressed also of your global impact and community service, because I always tell students, as you mentioned, to be part of a community that, like the Society of Women Engineers and IO Scholarship, this is an ecosystem that will support you through your journey, because it's very important also to have mentors and recommendations, but also to do your community work. I always say, be involved with your community, because in the long term, it's not only about return of investment in terms of money. The biggest impact is how many career opportunities you open to other students, how many scholarship opportunities you open to other students. So tell us a little bit more about what inspired you to launch an Immigrant Student Center.
Yes, of course. Well, everything started in high school. I just got here. I didn't know how to approach the educational system, and there was a lot of information out there, but it was overwhelming. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know to which scholarship I should apply. I didn't know if I had the GPA that was high enough. I didn't know if I had the test scores. I didn't even know what was the SAT. So when I was in high school, I decided to create the Immigrant Student Center to help other immigrant students like myself, other first generation students or people that just got to the country and they don't know where to start. I started creating a website. It was a basic website with HTML and CSS with all the different programs that were available in my high school. So we had the Cambridge program, we had AP classes, we have all these different programs, also dual enrollment that allows you to take college credits while you are still a high school student. So I was able to put all the information there and to show them that there is a way for them to understand this, because sometimes we get to high school and we don't know about the opportunities, and it's not because we don't have the talents, it's not because we are not smart enough, it's just because we don't know about what is out there and we need that guidance. So that was truly what inspired me. Based on my own experience, I saw that something was missing and I said, how can I solve it? How can I solve other people that have been struggling with the same things as me? And I created this website, and it was from there that I fell in love with technology. It was in that moment when I realized, okay, this is what I want to do. And this was just like a small project that I started in school, but that's the kind of impact that I want to continue having for the rest of my career. I don't know what is going to happen with me in 5 years, in 10 years, we will see. But I know that my purpose relies on helping others and on helping the community. I also work with the Gihon Women Empowerment Center in Kenya, and that's a global initiative. We just had a meeting today at 7 a.m. And honestly, it's so rewarding to see how we can connect with others. And I feel that as technologists, it's so important for us to learn about the world around us, to learn the struggles that other people are facing. You have so many talents, you are a problem solver. So the way in which we can see the world, you need to use your talents to create those solutions. So I think that the best way of doing that is getting involved with your community. Learn about what other people are facing. Learn about maybe in the other side of the world what other people need, and see what you can do, even if it's small, what you can do to help. And that's other thing that I wanted to mention, and is that don't be scared of starting small. Even if it's a little thing, even if it's a grain of salt, even if you can make a contribution that maybe seems small, it can have such a huge impact in someone else's life, whether it's mentoring other students in your school, whether it's maybe taking charge in a leadership position in your campus. It doesn't matter what it is, but just get started, because I promise you, those little things, giving back to your community, can have so much of a bigger impact in the people around you and even in yourself, not only as a professional, but also as a person. So that's what I think that community is so important. It really shows us what we are doing, and it helps you maintain yourself focused. And yes, that's what I love it.